Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, the water Yahweh, the water Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So, as we know, Trump is looking to take Greenland. All right. America's looking to take over Greenland and other countries. And it's clear to see who the devil is in the earth. It's clear to see that this devil is coming down with great wrath because he knoweth that he had but a short time. Now this dollar, this so-called mighty dollar ain't so mighty at all. You got the BRICS nations in the background. All right. You got you got different nations coming together against America on all fronts. All right. And listen to this video. We're going to get a few scriptures. All right. Because this place is through. Ain't no healing for the bruise of this place. The scriptures say we would have healed Babylon, but she cannot be healed. Ain't no healing. It's downhill from here, man. America is circling the drain. This place is almost out of there. Almost out of its misery. It's like on a hospice. All right. Just waiting to die. All right. So let's listen to this video. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the hopeful elect, you men, women, and children out there. May the blessing of election come upon your house. And may you endure in these last days. May the Lord bless you with much faith and endurance, man. In which we will need. All right. Especially the faith. All right, Lord willing, we be a part of that number. All right,
everybody was distracted with a fatal mistake by seizing Venezuela's oil assets this week.
Slovakia. That's the video I wanted to play.
The United States just made a fatal mistake by seizing Venezuela's oil assets this week. They thought they were punishing an enemy, but what they actually did was terrify their biggest ally. At 4 a.m. this morning, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia officially responded to the Venezuela seizure, and the response is catastrophic for the U.S. dollar. The Crown Prince has reportedly issued a directive to de-risk the kingdom's exposure to American banks. The logic is simple. If Washington can confiscate $60 billion from Venezuela today, they can confiscate $600 billion from Saudi Arabia tomorrow. The trust is dead. Saudi Arabia is not waiting to be the next victim. They are retaliating now. Sources confirm that Riyadh is quietly liquidating U.S. Treasury bonds and moving that capital into the only asset the U.S. cannot touch, physical gold and silver. This is not a drill. This is the end of the 50-year petrodollar agreement. The U.S. stole Venezuela's oil, and in return, Saudi Arabia just killed the dollar. Welcome to HistoFund. Today, we cover the backlash that changes everything. To understand why the financial world is freezing up this weekend, you have to look past the headlines. You have to look at the mechanics of what just happened in the Atlantic Ocean. The mainstream media is selling you a movie script. They are showing you the footage of U.S. forces capturing the leadership in Caracas. They are calling it a victory for democracy. But in the boardrooms of Riyadh, Beijing, and Dubai, they aren't watching a movie. They are watching a bank robbery. What terrified the global markets wasn't the capture of a dictator.
Did you hear that? He said they're not watching a movie. They're watching a bank robbery. Yeah. You see? And this is how they get down. They want you to put money into their banks. All right. They want you to invest. All right. With them. All right. Or else they take you out. That's how the white man is. Or else he take you out. All right. Come into your country and take you out and take over your country. Like we just seen in Venezuela. All right. That's what they do.
It was the seizure of the assets that followed immediately after. Less than 24 hours after the operation, the White House announced that the United States would be taking control of Venezuela's oil production indefinitely. They didn't just freeze the accounts, they appropriated the physical commodity. We have confirmed reports that U.S. naval assets have already seized multiple tankers in the North Atlantic. Specifically, the Russian-flagged tanker Marinera and the Sofia were boarded and commandeered. These ships weren't just turned around, they were taken. The oil on board, worth millions, was declared property of the U.S. Treasury, ostensibly to repay debts and fund the transition. The administration has explicitly stated they will take up to 50 million barrels of crude oil and sell it to benefit the U.S. taxpayer. This is the Venezuela trap. And it is the single most dangerous legal precedent set in the last 50 years. Why? Because for the first time in modern history, the United States has effectively declared that sovereign immunity no longer exists. For decades, there was an unwritten rule in global finance. You can sanction a country, you can freeze their bank accounts, but you cannot simply take their physical resources and sell them for your own profit. That was the line between sanctions and piracy. This week, Washington erased that line. Now, put yourself in the shoes of Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia. You are sitting in Riyadh, you are watching the news, and you see the US government declare that it is seizing 50 million barrels of sovereign oil to pay for administrative costs. You look at your own balance sheet. Saudi Arabia currently holds billions of dollars in United States Treasury bonds. You have massive investments in the US stock market and real estate. Until yesterday, you viewed those investments as your safety net. You thought that money was safe because the United States respects property rights. But after the Venezuela seizure, those assets don't look like a safety net anymore. They look like hostages. The message Washington sent to Riyadh was unintentional, but it was crystal clear. We don't need to buy your oil anymore. If we get desperate enough, we can just take it.
And
the United States
if
just
we
made
get
a fatal
desperate
mistake.
enough, if we get desperate enough, we can just take it. And all the nations are feeling that. They feeling that. They know, like, this is a true devil, man. They know, man. Matter of fact, let's grab the scripture real quick. Yeah, they know, man. They know that this is a devil, man. All right. they they know that this is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. This guy right here, this devil, this guy right here, man. All right, he can't even help it. He can't even help it, man. All right, this is Habakkuk chapter 2, and yeah, this is Habakkuk chapter 2, and I'll start at no, let me pull. Yeah, let's start at 5. It says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Yeah, this devil is everywhere in the earth, man. All right. Yeah, he ready to take your resources. If you're not coming to the table and making a deal, that's what Trump is all about. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. Like he force you into a corner and feed you with whatever, man, and you got to take it type of shit. All right, see, this is that cruel Lord that Isaiah 19 spoke about, man. This is that cruel Lord. This is it has to be. This is him. This is him, man. This Donald Trump dude is a damn. He's a demon, man. Look at this guy, man. Look at how he's moving in the earth. All right, hey, and it's all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemiel Shai, the water Yahweh Shemiel Shai. The water for Donald Trump, man, because he's gonna bring World War III on this place, man. This place is about to be through, bro. All right, this devil saying he going into different countries and stealing whatever they got, and he gonna be there indefinitely. He is taking the land. He said, "This is my land." He's taking the oil. Oh, this is my oil. Yeah, this is our oil at first, but I don't know how y'all got it, but they ain't explained that. This is the demon, man. This is him. This is that. Thank you, Lord. Yahweh Bashem. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for this Donald Trump guy, man. This is a true devil, man. I love this guy, man. This is it says Habakkuk 2 and 5. It says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. These devils is proud, man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell. He enlarges his desire as hell. He's I want that. I want Greenland. I want this. I want that. I want that. We're gonna take it. If you don't give it to us, we're just gonna take it from you, right? He enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. Goodness gracious, this is who the Lord set this dude up. Let us know that he coming, man. The Lord got to be coming. What this guy is doing in the earth, the speakers, the scriptures speak volumes, man. The scriptures told us about this guy, told us about you devils, period. But hey, Isaiah 19, man, a cruel Lord, man. It says because he said neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell. Habakkuk 2 and 5. In the middle, it says, but and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Right? That's what they do, man. Let me get that screenshot right there. I like that. All right. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe unto him that increases that which is not his. How long? Yeah. Woe unto him that increases that which is not his. The oil in Venezuela ain't his, but he said it's his. The Greenland resources aren't his. All right. The Donroe Doctrine, it was Monroe and there's Donroe. The whole northern hemisphere, that like they don't want nobody to come over here and this, that, and the other. Like they taking control and taking the lead over all these other countries. Like, hold up, these are sovereign nations. You got Mexico. Hey, the cartels are raising up, saying, "Come on, bring your ass on." Then, hey, in Mexico, man. All right, so, hey, man, this is a demon, bro. The water Yahabashimios. Hey, by this man being in power is going to bring the destruction of America, man. This place is definitely going to go down, man. All right, it's way too much pride. This guy is a proud Edomite devil, man. All right, and he's gonna bring in the destruction of this place, man. I guarantee it, man. I guarantee it. This is the guy. All right, he's gonna bring in that destruction. All right, and it says, yeah, it says he cannot. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe unto him that increases that which is not his. Those lands ain't yours. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, thick debt. All right, that's why he going and stealing the resources, man. Because the dollar is crashing. It ain't nothing. China blocked off the silver. They say you ain't getting no more silver. All right, so this is what's going on the earth, man. Let me skip forward.
Of what just happened in the Atlantic Ocean. The mainstream media is selling you a movie script. They are showing you the footage of U.S. forces capturing the leadership in Caracas. They are calling it a victory for democracy. But in the boardrooms of Riyadh, Beijing, and Dubai, they aren't watching a movie. They are watching a bank robbery. What terrified the global markets wasn't the capture of a dictator. It was the seizure of the assets that followed immediately after. Less than 24 hours after the operation, the White House announced that the United States would be taking control of Venezuela's oil production indefinitely. They didn't just freeze the accounts, they appropriated the physical commodity. We have confirmed reports that U.S. naval assets have already seized multiple tankers in the North Atlantic. Specifically, the Russian-flagged tanker Marinera and the Sophia were boarded and commandeered. These ships weren't just turned around, they were taken. The oil on board, worth millions, was declared property of the U.S. Treasury, ostensibly to repay debts and fund the transition. The administration has explicitly stated they will take up to 50 million barrels of crude oil and sell it to benefit the U.S. taxpayer. This is the Venezuela trap, and it is the single most dangerous legal precedent set in the last 50 years. Why? Because for the first time in modern history, the United States has effectively declared that sovereign immunity no longer exists. For decades, there was an unwritten rule in global finance. You can sanction a country, you can freeze their bank accounts, but you cannot simply take their physical resources and sell them for your own profit.
And that's what this devil do. That's what this devil do. You just take and steal, and you just sell them for your own profit, man. All right? This is Job. Job 24:14, it says, the murderer rising with the light killeth the poor and needy, and in the night as a thief. That's right. That's Esau Edom. He's a murderer, man. All right. You see how they went in there at 2:00 in the morning and abducted and all this human trafficking. Nobody, man, y'all never find them kids. Y'all never talk to their mothers or anything. This devil, he's the one that traffics these children, these people, man. He's the one abducting people. You see how quick they just abducted Maduro and his wife? And then, like, I got a video. It said whenever they came in there, whatever kind of weapons they used on them, man, they used something that made them start bleeding out their mouths and everything. So they didn't have a chance, man. All right. This is the devil the Bible speaks of, don't you know? The sword of the Lord, man. This is a demon. All right. Let me get another one real quick. This is let's grab this one. This is a murderer, man. I'm gonna pull that video up for you, but after I get done playing this one. Matter of fact, I can go to my channel right now, and I'll play that video while I'm getting this scripture. How about that? Let's do that real quick. Salakia. I'll go back to my channel real quick. I don't know where it's at. All right, let's go to this. All right. Yeah, I want you to see this video of what they did, you know, how it affected them. Yeah, this is it right here. It says, former Nicolas Maduro security guard delivers a first-hand account of the advanced technology used in the U.S. raid in Venezuela. That's why this devil is very proud, man. All right, this is a proud man. All right, need to keep it at home. We just read it, man. All right. It says, state-of-the-art drones, massive firepower, but the direct energy weapons were the most terrifying. They used direct energy weapons on them, man. You see how they did to Hawaii with the fires, Cali. Man. They using that dew. That doo-doo. They using that doo-doo, bruh. Hey, that dew. Listen to this video. I ain't even gonna read this. Listen to the video.
Gotta hear what he said. A security guard that was protecting Maduro has spoken, and you gotta hear what he said. It's in Spanish, but I'll translate. Also, Trump announced that, the cartels, they're going after him in Mexico. The whole vibe of Latin America has changed because of what happened in Venezuela. And now that we're getting firsthand accounts from people that were there, the soldier says they didn't hear him coming. He says the Americans had technology superior to anything they've ever seen. Everything that they were using for radar, for anything, was completely taken offline. They had drones, and the drones were taking out bases and taking out things faster. They didn't have no technology. They've never had to fight against drones. He also talks about that there was only 8 helicopters. There was only 20 men that were sent in. And those 20 men killed hundreds of their men. And none of those soldiers were injured. He talks about it felt like they were firing 300 rounds a minute. Nothing they've ever seen, nothing that they can compete with. And then he also talks to the fact that the Americans had some kind of sonic shock boom that was sent out, and everybody immediately started bleeding profusely out of their nose. They couldn't even gather themselves because whatever was sent at them made them fall to their knees and vomit blood out of their mouth and out of their noses. They were incapacitated immediately. He says he never wants to go through that again. Doesn't want to have to fight with the Americans again. He's sending warnings to everybody out there that you think you can fight the Americans. You don't even know what their weaponry is like and what they're capable of. 20 men took out hundreds, and that's starting to spread all through Latin America. And now they're not saying, if you want me, come and get me anymore. They're like, oh shit, especially after Trump.
See, but guess what, man? The Lord is going to protect us, man. The Lord is going to protect us. All right, from our enemy that puffeth at us, man. All right, so fuck you, damn devil, Trump, man. All you devils, man, you're gonna get it. The Lord about to smash your ass, man. All right, and I don't even want to curse like that, but yo, man, we hey, fuck, we ain't scared of shit. We ain't, hey, see, we're not, yo, listen, let me read this real quick. This is Psalms chapter, chapter 52, and Psalm chapter 52 and 1, and it says why boastest thyself in mischief, O mighty man? Yeah, you damn devils. Why boastest thyself in mischief? Oh, we're just gonna take this and we're gonna do anything we want. All right, all right. The Minnesota thing. Hey, and that was the wrath of the Lord too. Those two girls that were damn dykes, man. All right. But still, the point is the Lord is stirring up anger in the streets. The Lord wants civil war. The Lord's going to put it on people's mind to fight against the government, fight against ICE. The Lord's going to put it on, all right, on these kings' minds, on Trump's mind, Putin's minds, to go to war. All right, to like the scriptures tell you in Second Esdras chapter 13, when the Lord comes, they were afraid and yet durst fight. The Lord put it on their mind to fight. The Lord told Pharaoh, for this same purpose have I raised thee up, all right, that I might show my power, okay? You see? So everything is of the Lord, man. All right, we're not scared of you devils. It says, why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of the Most High endureth continually. That's right, man. It says, thy tongue deviseth mischief. Your tongue deviseth mischief. Yeah, going into your laws and things like that. Whatever you're pushing, your policies and all this stuff. Or we can just take your Don Road doctrine. Yeah, that's your tongue, man. Or whatever that is. All right, you just taking over anything. It's ours, even though it's not ours. Well, that's how the white man always been doing. You see what he did to America. It says, thy tongue deviseth mischief like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than speaking righteousness. And that's you devils, man. It says, thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. Yeah, you a damn demon. All right. And what you do to people, man. So they said they came in there and hit him with some kind of direct energy weapon, man. All right. So this devil got all types of devices, man. He got all types of devices. That's why we got the Lord on our side, man. We're not afraid of you devils, man. All right, this is Psalm 64, and I'll start at 1. It says, "Hear my voice, O Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy." Who's the enemy? Esau, Edom. So, brother, don't be afraid. The brother. That kind of pissed me off. Well, he's probably not afraid. He's just saying what they're saying over there. That they're afraid that ain't nobody trying to go against America. Well, obviously, because they're the most powerful nation on the earth, man. This America is supposed to be, but the Lord's going to strike this place down, man. It's going to take the Most High to send them missiles over here, man. The book of Joel. All right, they shall enter into the house like a thief. The missiles is gonna hit every single target. Ain't nothing gonna be able to stop them, man. All right, that's the day that we're looking forward to. That's what the Lord is about to do in the earth. Psalm 64. It says, verse 1: Hear my voice, O power, and my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Yeah, they planning, they plotting. That's why the YouTube videos ain't going up. They planning, they plotting. They got all types of counsels. They taking everything out at the same time. They ain't doing one thing here and one thing there. No, they everywhere, man. They everywhere, spread everywhere, trying to do everything at the same motherfucking time. Just like that's why this is Rome. Rome 2.0. That's what happened in Rome, right? They were spread thin. And by the way, you're not going to get nobody to join your military, because I know the draft is going to be coming up soon too. And you're going to have to take them off the streets to join the military. You're going to have to steal them. Just like you stole Maduro, you're going to have to go steal these young kids. All right? Because they're not going to be, they don't want to fight for you. They know they're going to die. They ain't never coming back. All right? You're going to have to go steal and kidnap children from the schools. You're going to lock whole high schools down and shit. Take whole football teams and shit. All right? Go to the ghetto and take, you're going to unleash all the prisoners they're going to have to fight. All right? This, man. And if you don't, hey, they're gonna be out in the streets. The Lord gonna let them loose on the streets. And you women out there, you better be, hey, you put a man in prison or something, he gonna keep coming for your ass, man. All right, it's about to be a hell of a time, man. All right, this movie ain't over with. The best part is at the end. All right, so it's just now getting started. Like the goodness gracious, man, it's about to be a hell of a time on the earth. All right, and you're gonna need fear of the Lord. You're gonna have to be on point. You're gonna have to be praying. You have to be fasting, like the brother always be bringing up. I always be, hey, always praying to the Lord. Always trying to do something better. Like trying to, you know, it's that time, man, to repent, man. Cause ain't nothing about to get better, man. Cause this devil is coming down with great wrath. Revelations 12:12. This devil is coming for us. Persecution is coming. All types of things is coming, man. All right, this devil is everywhere at the same time. He got the AI videos, he got, they're altering YouTube videos with AI. They got all types of things happening. Damn screen keep on trying to go out. It's lucky. So let's play this a little bit more. I forgot what I was trying to. Psalm 64 and verse 2, it says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words." Yeah, different laws that they pass through their legislation. Or we can just go steal. We can do this. That's my oil. We can do this. We can take Russian oil, Russian tankers out of the sea. All right. It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily, meaning privately. So they lay snares, meaning traps. They commune. They get together and come up with ways to lay traps privately, man. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. That's right. That's why you hear things like this. Like they went in there like this and they didn't even know. Listen.
He also talks about that there was only 8 helicopters. There was only 20 men that were sent in. And those 20 men killed hundreds of their men. And
they accomplished a diligent search. Those 20 men killed hundreds of men. Some of the best, so they didn't just go in there. No, they practiced this forever. This was going down whenever something else was happening. They was already practicing going in there. All right. They was already practicing, searching things out. They'd already have assets, CIA assets inside of Venezuela before this shit even popped off. Probably a year before it popped off, man. Everything that be happening. These devils, they search out everything, man. All right. The next sickness that comes, they didn't search it out already. They're doing data. They're collecting all types of grapho. They already know. They know how it's going to happen. They know how people are going to react. They've been studying the hell out of every single angle of you people, man. We're all pretty much test subjects. They're listening to us, all right, on our phones. Like they study. They accomplish a diligent search, man. All right, so they can stay on top of their wickedness, so they can keep you, on that, they keep your ass down there in the pit, man. All right. It says they encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Yeah, man. It says, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Woo, the missiles coming, man. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So you're not going to get away. Big bad wolf of the whole world, America, is not going to keep on getting away with its crimes against humanity, against the Lord, against the earth. All right, he destroying the earth, man. He destroying the people. Listen to what they said, man. See, they done went in there with 20 men and killed all types of them, man. All right, and Russia and them, somebody gonna do something, man. Don't think you're getting away.
Technology, they've never had to fight against drones. They had drones, and the drones were taking out bases and taking out things faster. They have no technology. They've never had to fight against drones. He also talks about that there was only 8 helicopters. There was only 20 men that were sent in. And those 20 men killed hundreds of their men. And none of those soldiers were injured. He talks about it felt like they were firing 300 rounds a minute. Nothing they've ever seen. Nothing that they can compete with. And then he also talks to the fact that the Americans had some kind of sonic shock boom that was sent out, and everybody immediately started bleeding profusely out of their nose. They couldn't even gather themselves because whatever was sent at them made them fall to their knees and vomit blood. out of their mouth and out of their noses. They were incapacitated immediately. He says he never wants to go through that again. Doesn't want to have to fight with the Americans again. He's sending warnings to everybody out there that you think you can fight the Americans. You don't even know what their weaponry is like and what they're capable of. 20 men took out hundreds, and that's starting to spread all through Latin America. And now they're not saying, if you want me, come and get me anymore. They're like, oh shit. Especially after Trump says, hey.
Yeah. So yeah, you heard it, man. You heard it. So they went in there on some, under the cover of night, and hit him with the do. He said it felt like he said that people start blood start coming out of their noses and stuff, man, their mouths and things like that, man. All right, so these devils got some shit. They got something that, what I'm saying, they can fire that on a crowd of people. They've been doing that forever. They've been microwaving us, man, in different places. This is Psalms, right? Psalms chapter 12. And I'll start at verse 1. And it says, help, Lord, for the godly man ceaseth, for the faithful fail from among the children of men. They speak vanity, every one with his neighbor, with flattering lips, and with a double heart do they speak. The point is in 5. It says, the Lord shall cut off all flattering lips, and the tongue that speaketh proud things. The Lord gonna cut off you devils, man. It says, who have said, with our tongue we will prevail. Our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? Right. For the oppression of the poor, for the sign of the needy, now will I arise. So the Lord's going to rise up to the occasion. All right. The Lord said he ain't going to meet you as a man, you damn devil. All right. Now will I arise, saith the Lord Yahweh. Right. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. So the Lord's going to protect us. All right. We're going to be delivered, Lord willing. The Lord's going to set his elect in safety from him that puffeth at him. All right. And this devil, all right, he's planning. He got everything planned out, man. Persecution around the corner, man. I can tell. Something's going to happen, man. All right. And this devil is setting snares everywhere, man. It's all types of snares being set. You got ICE just getting away with murder. They shooting not just that girl. What about the young so-called black man that they shot? The Israelite guy. They still ain't even putting that in the. Ain't nobody talking about that. They shooting everybody, man. They're not leaving the streets. All right, this is a true devil, man. He ain't going nowhere. That's why the missiles got to come, man. All right. That's why it's the end of his rulership. Oh, man, I forgot. We got to go back to my other video because I was getting a point about that. Yeah, let's go back here.
Now, put yourself in the shoes of Mohammed bin Salman. The crown, specifically, the Russian flag tanker Marinera and the Sophia were boarded and commandeered. These ships weren't just
basically
around. They were
seizing Venezuela. Basically, all this is leading to war, man. All right, all these smaller nations, like the scriptures say, let the weak say I'm strong. You just heard Africa mention the other day that we need to get some nukes in here. We need to start dealing with nuclear weapons. After they seen what happened in Venezuela and over there in the ocean or whatever, those tankers and everything, they said, no, we need some nukes, man. All right? We need some nukes. Right? They need some nukes, man.
On board, worth millions, was declared property of the U.S. Treasury, ostensibly to repay debts and fund the transition. The administration has explicitly stated they will take up to 50 million barrels of crude oil and sell it to benefit the U.S. taxpayer. This is the Venezuela trap. And it is the single most dangerous legal precedent set in the last 50 years. Why? Because for the first time in modern history, the United States has effectively declared that sovereign immunity no longer exists. For decades, there was an unwritten rule in global finance. You can sanction a country, you can freeze their bank accounts, but you cannot simply take their physical resources and sell them for your own profit. That was the line between sanctions and piracy. This week, Washington erased that line. Now, put yourself in the shoes of Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia. You are sitting in Riyadh, you are watching the news, and you see the U.S. government declare that it is seizing 50 million barrels of sovereign oil to pay for administrative costs. You look at your own balance sheet. Saudi Arabia currently holds billions of dollars in United States Treasury bonds. You have massive investments in the U.S. stock market and real estate. Until yesterday, you viewed those investments as your safety net. You thought that money was safe because the United States respects property rights. But after the Venezuela seizure, those assets don't look like a safety net anymore. They look like hostages. The message Washington sent to Riyadh was unintentional, but it was crystal clear. We don't need to buy your oil anymore. If we get desperate enough, we can just take it.
We just take it.
And if you hold your wealth in our currency, we can seize that too. This is why the reaction from Saudi Arabia has been so swift and so silent. This isn't a diplomatic protest. This is a liquidity crisis. Our sources indicate that the emergency meeting called in Riyadh wasn't about politics. It was about risk management. The kingdom's financial advisors are currently running stress tests on what happens if the U.S. freezes Saudi assets tomorrow. The result of that test is obvious: total exposure. Saudi Arabia realizes they are trapped. They sold their oil for dollars for 50 years. They took those dollars and lent them back to the U.S. government by buying treasuries. They essentially pay the U.S. to consume their oil. Now, they see the U.S. seizing tankers like the Marinera and erasing sovereign debt with military force. The risk premium of holding the U.S. dollar just went from 0% to 100% overnight. This is why we are seeing the de-risking begin immediately. Saudi Arabia cannot declare war on the U.S. They cannot fire missiles, but they can fire the dollar. They know that if they try to sell all their treasuries at once, they will crash the market and destroy their own wealth. So they are doing something smarter. They are executing a shadow exit. They are stopping new purchases. They are letting old bonds mature and not rolling them over. And most importantly, they are redirecting all new oil revenue away from the New York banking system. The United States just made a fatal mistake.
So yeah, so they're not dealing with you devils anymore. You devil Edomites, all right? And this is going to cause war. This war is coming to America, man. All right? This whole situation is going to cause war is brewing up. This is Joel 3:9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your and that's what's happening. The Lord is waking up the mighty man, letting all the men of war come near. All over the earth, it's all types of war going on, man. All types of stuff. I can just flick through here, and I guarantee you, I'm gonna see some stuff about war. Guarantee you, I'm gonna see some stuff about war. Watch. Hold up. Let's just go to my channel. Watch this.
Iran confirms that a major war with Israel is coming inevitably, and Netanyahu declares the battle is not over yet. Iran is rearming once again, and China is supplying Tehran with modern aircraft, materials used to manufacture missiles, and quantities of enriched uranium sufficient to produce 11 nuclear bombs. So what's the story? The New York Times revealed that Iran's missile factories are operating around the clock, and that its preparations include nearly 2,000 missiles for any upcoming confrontation with Israel. The newspaper confirmed that Tehran received shipments from China containing...
And you guys remember the last time Iran, it was like a 12-day war, right? Hey, Israel's supposed to have the best system, man, in the world, man. But guess what? Those missiles was going through, wasn't they? They was going through, they was hitting. All right, none of your missile, none of your protection is gonna work. All right? The missiles is going to hit. The missiles is going to hit. They're going to hit. Guess what? The Lord is in the missile. The Lord is a consuming fire, man. Hey, the Lord controlling the missiles, man. All right? The fire is a spirit created for vengeance. What's that? Sirach. There be spirits created for vengeance, man. And the first one it mentions is fire. Yeah, man. And what it said, they hurry up and do what the Lord tell them to do. So the missiles gonna hit. Let me read some more of this. Joel 3 and 11. It says, "Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh. See? It says, for there will I sit to judge all heathen round about. Yeah, so the Lord is gathering up these armies, man, ready to go at each other. All right? World War III. And then the Lord's gonna come in the midst of World War III, man. And they're gonna stop fighting World War III and they're gonna try to fight the Lord. All right? Ooh, Second Ezra chapter 13, man. Goodness gracious, bro. The coming of our great King, man. Yahweh Shai Mashiach. He about to block out the sky, bro. He got